So the Qiyi Square-1 has undoubtedly been the best Square-1 for a little over a year now, and the only Square-1 that has come even close to being a competitor is the newly released MoYu Weilong Square-1. So let's just see how the WeiSquan compares. Starting off with the technical aspects of the cube, it cuts a fairly decent amount, but not nearly as much and as easily as the Qiyi, and unfortunately this isn't something that can simply be fixed by just loosening the tensions, but it overall does just enough to prevent constant lockups during solves. But the speed is definitely a really nice aspect of this cube, and what Moyu has implemented on the Square-1 are tensionable layers. And so rather than just having the one screw in the core that pretty much only affects the slice's speed, there are screws in the layers that allow more versatility with the speed in the U and D layers, which for me definitely fixes a problem that I had on the Qiyi Square-1. And the feeling of the WeiSquan is definitely a lot more buttery than the Qiyi, and evident in its name, is really smooth like the Weilong. But because of its lowered corner cutting ability, it does feel a little bit more blocky, and if you don't have the most accurate turning, catches are a rare possibility. So now on to the answer as to which Square-1 is better. My personal preference goes to the Qiyi, and let me tell you why. While the Weilong Square-1 doesn't have any significant issues, the somewhat reduced corner cutting results in a blockier feeling and a higher chance of getting lockups or catches. And even though the Qiyi has its own problems that require the low mod, for example, I personally think it's still the better option since it flows a little bit better and overall has a more reliable performance. If you're still at crossroads deciding between the two, think about the feeling that you want in a cube. I'd say the feeling of the Qiyi Square-1 is to a Zanchi as the Weilong Square-1 is to, well, of course, a Weilong. All in all though, the WeiSquan is a very nice cube and certainly gives more options for good Square-1s. So if you still have any unanswered questions, then feel free to leave them in the comments, but I hope you guys did enjoy this review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.